Welcome to Faith Podcast. Viewers, my name is Taban Sibowe. This is our first episode, and I have an amazing guest today. E leng gore re batla the more insight between botshelo jwa gagwe in the pulpit and botshelo jwa gagwe in entrepreneurship life. So Hana ke tlabe ke na le ene re tse re dikgang a ntlotlela gore go tlile jang gore a ba le mo tsa kgwebo a dira jalo a kopantse le tsa pulpit. Ladies and gents, I have Mr. Alex Dimakatso in the house.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Subo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice one.
Yeah. Okay. No, thank you for welcoming me More Faith in Business podcast.
Yes,
And,
yes.
I'm thankful to be part of the platform because I believe it has more in store,
Yeah.
not only for me, but even for anyone who will come in the future. Thank you so much for having me here. Yeah.
It's all batho ba bantsi itlhela ba lebeletse kganya Christianity le not Christianity hela gore tumelo, like the life in the pulpit and the life in the field. Like halaka o itse gore when we talk ka faith in business re bua ka the marketplace. So how you do differentiate the two o khona yang dilo tse nako ntsi?
All right. I believe for me to answer that one, let me first maybe just give a brief background of myself.
Yeah.
Ke video hela Dimakatso Alex Murupisi, and before I became a part of the entrepreneurship and all that, and all business field and all that, I've been a man of God. I've been just in training like any other young aspiring man of God whatsoever. So my line of operation in terms of business is coming from that background at Tumelo. So I first started like Modimo, and with the faith that was being developed more on now, it then propelled something inside that I didn't know about myself, and built me also to say, okay, even in the business world, I can operate. So there are two inseparable things that we can say, there is this man of God, then there is this business side of him. So me and the pulpit and the business, I see them as one thing, because when you carry the anointing in the pulpit, you carry the same anointing
to the business
boardroom and all that. Yeah, that's it.
So the challenges so kopana le tsone gantsi like mo bila ka tlhela una le your people that you are praying to, and at the same time they are your clients. Gongwe kana tlhela gona challenge ba gore ba tsa advantage gore no ke man of God tla tle ke mo duela service ya imphiling ya tle ke tla tle ke mo duela ke mon. Those challenges o di khona yang gantsi ntso le kana ga gong kana that your people.
Yeah,
tshela le bona
true.
all the time, and you pray for them gape o khona yang that challenge.
I would say the simplest way of dealing with that for everyone, not only for me. I believe it can work for everyone. There should be a thin line in between when it comes to ministry and it comes to business, because in business we operate with competence, not meaning that more ministering there is no competence, but more ministering is all about grace, is all about the hand of God and everything. But when it comes to business, remember it also operates in the brutal world of business. So you don't need this thing of being too much holy. Even now your management abilities, the tulana thata le how you handle your business. Because managing church, managing ministry is not the same when you manage business. You need to know what a business is fully profit. So can I really client, yes, in the business that I do. I believe we will get into those business that we do later to know what exactly I'm doing. But when it comes to business, there should be a thin line, ministry and business, because at the end of the day, business is mainly for profit, but ministry is mainly about saving and giving back to the lives that you are given responsibility over.
So kore ha re ntsane re le babedi re tse re dikgang, how do I ke go addressa yang as man of God Alex kana ke go addressa ke Alex
I believe
comfortable
no, Alex is fine.
Alex is fine. But I don't gore o ntse ha mo go moragonyana ha le kore go tswang teng go tlhalogana gore o tswa kae, and then le gone gore o tsene sekolo kae o recoverile one gore o na le calling jang leng, and then the calling for business at the same time, gore dilo tse o di lemogile leng, when did you start to see them mo botshelong ba gago di nna teng?
Yeah, growing up, I grew up in the village, Malacca specifically. And I grew up there, single parent and everything and all that. Then I went to do my junior kwa Silibi Pikwe. And did my senior SPSS. So I believe much of everything started when I shifted to this town. When I go Pikwe, because remember I got a drop mine, and it was far different from what we were used to in the village. So even when I started this calling issue, that's where everything began, because that's where I got born again, started now learning God and growing Mujimu and all that. So it like I hit a Form 5. I was part of these young boys who were too much passionate about God, on fire and everything. So even when I started my university, UB, I was doing mathematics and economics, University of Botswana. So my passion for business also came from the course that I was doing, because it demanded me to know about the side of business, especially economics. So when it came to this ministry issue, I was groomed in a church. It was called a Fountain of Faith Ministries, Kopikwe. So I was groomed there. On the way when you are groomed, you are whoever man of God is grooming you, you'll be here forever. So I believe him doing that also opened my mind also. Okay, so growth comes, and when growth comes, there is need for expansion and everything. So when I started in UB, I had already started business there. Without my parents knowing, without my sisters or whatsoever knowing, I was doing a taxi business. Or how? It was just we met as guys and we did taxi business. Then we bought a car, did taxi business and all that. It was our side hustle beside the allowances in the that on its own prepared me much for, you know what? I'm a bit competent in the business world, because when I reason with my brothers that I was in business with, I felt like I'm better than them. So ministry groomed my abilities, my capabilities, so that in the business world, I believe much of grooming was coming from ministry. My faith was built, my character, my discipline, and everything. Then I was like, I think I can do it in the business world. So that's when we became engaged with those brothers. We did a taxi business and all that. So like university, at some point I felt like I don't need to be here. So that is how I grew to become an entrepreneur. It came from Butu to as guys and say, let us try this. I think this can work, this can work. So at the end of the day, you'll find just take your step. The faith that we had in that, it really made opened a lot of things for us. That's when we started now motivating schools. We started encouraging students and all that. And we were charging.
What a journey indeed.
We were charging for that, just to talk. Even things that we are not sure of. Yeah.
Brother Alex.
Yeah.
It's already gantsi ke tse tlhoko ka bana ba modimo o tlhela gongwe se re mmona se tsa le go hela a le successfully, and then we start to hear gore o na le dikgwebo ke utlwa re go ntse bua ka go simolotse business pele before the ministry. Yes,
the ministry is where I was growing in a certain ministry. Then the ministry I lead now came after I started business. Yes.
Na re tla ko ministry wa gago ke batla re tle ha cause ke batla tlhalogana gore calling ya business o simotse go ile mogaleng, but now ka re ntse o ntsa ka motlhala gone gore you started ga lo ko sekolong ko UB, and then o simola o dira the taxi business. So it's where you started. I don't know what happened. Hanzo did the taxi business to other stage.
Then this business was a bit growing, but another challenge is remember we got into it without knowing anything.
Yeah, okay,
Ne le
yeah,
kaya,
yeah, yeah.
botutu hela, and I was like, no, we can try this. And I remember the first contract we had, I remember it takes you get a permit from somebody and you bring the car and all that.
Connection,
So the
yeah.
first contract that we made, I was the one who who like
Prepared
it and everything.
yeah.
Just out of curiosity, and I didn't research about contract. I said, I can go present this contract to somebody ba radima permit ya gagwe at a certain fee that I'll offer them. So that's when I now started to see, okay.
You had faith to start.
Yeah,
You had
that's
faith
when
to
I saw,
start, yeah.
but I can do this. Even me in discussing business with people, when I talk, they listen and they believe what I say. So that's when I believe all this business that I'm doing started from. Yeah.
But I know, brother Alex, ke batla go tlhaloganya sengwe. You studied business.
Yeah.
And after you studied business, o ne ntse o dira business before studies a business.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So go studies a business in just to go ikoketsa hela, just to
ikoketsa hela,
increase
yeah.
knowledge ka the business.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're in business, because Ghana is a marketplace, everyone is there. The one ba tsetseng sesha le ba sa tswalang sesha ba ileng gore ba ongwe ke go batla go tsa advantage ka go dirisa gore mo tseo mo heride gore eng jalo jalo.
Yeah.
O no se go tlala ke gore batho ba go tse sentle le no batla gore o ska ba tsa sentle like those tactics of business are ga ntuela le nna next time I ke mo duele kana next time I ke dirise, you understand those kind of things.
I understand.
ga ise go go tlele hela as a man of God gore
no, I cannot act holy. Cannot act holy.
ke go batla go kana ho.
Yeah, cannot act holy. I knew I was a child of God. I knew I was being brought up as a man of God. But here and there, I will shift.
You're not doing it with wisdom.
No,
this is wisdom.
No, I was fair to myself. I was like, no, here is business.
Yeah.
If we had to borrow money, we have to. If it has to be now we end the contract, we have to. So I believe much of it was that normally, yes, people can take advantage of knowing your faith and knowing and ke bo soft, because most of the time it's really soft. So most of the time I will do this. I will use these brothers that I had, because I knew that most of them were not born again. So they were not born again. So I'll write the message or I'll write a letter. Say, okay, I feel like with this guy, we are not handling the business well. Go and present this to him. So I knew for them it's easier to do it.
To communicate
because I get now I will have a certain heart towards it and all that. So I will use these brothers and say, go and attend to that issue.
So you use wisdom go dirisa motho o mongwe.
Yeah.
O ko ntle o se mo
so le hane ha ngwe America ya rona ta ba nteletsa, because they knew me as the manager. Nteletsa kana one of your managing brother are re khaogane because of whatever. So what are you saying? I was like, hey, so no. Tota I wasn't there when they took the decision, knowing that I'm dodging.
No ra kana ho no le teng stage se no mo sona sa gore o dire business ona le the brothers. And ba leng gore tsa gore wa re they were not believers.
Yeah.
So mona go na go mpieko kana gore are professionally how you do business na gore are mo boemong ba your brothers now you have to use attorneys and so that they can able to handle the cases. Because what's got makala le gore anong business anong e rana ka the holiness and are taking advantage. True. If you have attorneys, you are able to send them to
because
to do the right thing
in any business. Even if you are running a business, if you know your weakness or not holy too much as a believer, have a system or have somebody that you can use
business
for that.
Is business.
Because at the end of the day, profit will not come through. But in business, we need profit every day. So the best thing that you can do when it's a big business or a big venture or whatever, have attorneys in place, have lawyers in place. But if you are doing a small business that is still coming up, you may have two or one person that you can use to handle those misunderstandings in business, so that at the end of the day, this because you are the vision bearer of that business. So I think that's the best way of doing it.
But what happened from there with the combi
With the taxi business? Fresh in the university, we didn't have a vision about the money. So le ha ya go collapse, I didn't because to me it was okay, no, we learned. So because it ended up collapsing and all that, betraying each other and everything. So that was a learning curve for me. So now when I started now doing my own thing was I started consulting while I was in the university. Business consultation, where you scale the business of a person, go into details of what is going on with the business, how to grow it. So I started using now the people that I knew are having businesses. So I'll engage with you, hear what your business is going through and how it's performing, and arrange with you, okay, no, I think I can help. So ne ke sang ke batla di-client ne ke di itatela. I'll see you having a business, I'll pitch in and say, I think you need me here. So in Botswana, everyone, when you talk, you speak like that, they will ask you, what are your qualifications? And I remember you are still schooling. So I will always tell them, no, I have expertise for what am I qualified for now? Wait, let me do this so that you see the result. But most of them, that's how I won their hearts. And they became my clients. I'll draft things for them, I'll write things and scale their businesses and all that. So like when we're getting allowance, I think we're getting allowance about 1.2 or something like that. I will have extra 3K, extra 4K and all that out of that consultation business that I was doing.
Talk about the power of going to people.
True.
Because most of people that are in business but they're not reaching out to people. One phone here, like they're advertising here, no. Let's go Facebook, they will respond. Let's go advertising, the video go TikTok, they will respond. But preparing business and going to people, it takes one to grow.
To engage,
because that opportunity with this thing to grow your business or it really worked for you.
True.
Grow your business.
True.
No, it's a very good thing. And then let's go now after you finish school. You finish school or you're still in business? Kana break, kana what happened?
The unfortunate or fortunate part, fortunate part, I didn't see the need to finish school.
So you did on a
while I was still
then
in school.
You didn't finish. I so hate that.
Yeah.
How do you study for business?
But you can't go back. So I didn't see the need because you know, you always look at the life we are living. So I tried to gauge in between school, finishing it and waiting for a job. Then this business that I'm doing, what if I grow it and what if I push and push? And see what will come out. I'll come back to school late. So that was my mentality. Then I paused. I had to pause, and I did business. Pushed and pushed and pushed. Even when I had the means to go back to school, I was like, not now, because my mindset was, I want to do a course that I feel is suitable now for what I'm doing, the business that I'm doing, because I felt the decision I took to do that course that I was doing before, it was mainly influenced by so not knowing or on the way I will have another interest, which was business. School, I'm still schooling now, doing courses in business administrations and all that. So I'm still schooling now. So but that course that I was doing UB, I had to pause it because to me I felt it wasn't working at all for me.
because you're going to them kind of then the client did nothing and then the business is doing amazing ya no rara no ha ka nyo boela go sekolong wa rai madi a tlo go ntshia.
It was a little bit frustrating gore o nne mo in a like board meeting and everything because some of them I worked to them kili PA ya bone because whenever no you need to be here so that we see how to grow our business and everything and you see numbers rolling in there. Yeah, at the office of one business doing about 400,000 and all that.
So
do you think you can go back to
it's so ke madi mo sekolong
tota ke ntse ke madi tota ke ntse ke but rather ke it's in the love of money.
yeah okay no ke re rala gore ano business madi a tsena mo kgwebong ya gago
yeah
I get it.
because I aspire to see myself having such amounts. I was like no like ke bona motho a kgona go handle about 400,000 and to them is nothing. This is what I dream of. So that's what pushed me really. I think
with faith
with the God that I know, I think business is where I can survive. So that is what really pushed me hard.
So now you are doing the same business business again. Let me understand the business.
The business was really consulting.
So specialize from
but it was not registered, so I was just doing it because
freelancing
the engagement and everything. There's power in meeting people and engaging with them because though we believe in social media and this you'll find out more money is not really in that. More money is
that's powerful. I was always telling people about when you start you start by freelancing and then you become a hustler and then you become an entrepreneur or a businessman and then an investor. So stage by stage. So now madi on a freelancing stage. So arubia ka on madi mo freelancing stage. Then what happened? What the challenges were you going on through when you were through freelancing to become where you are?
I think much of the problem that or whatever I encountered, freelancing you manage everything by yourself. And managing everything by yourself tells you you have access to the funds anytime, any given day or whatsoever. So you find freelancing, there's no discipline towards it. So you find there won't be much growth, there won't be much. So there is not a problem. Transit from it to another
stage.
In a very
you can just register
time,
register a business before you can register a company. Because a business name can launch and then when you're in a business with a business name, you're able to go in a company. So in that way you are able to grow.
Yeah, true. Because I found
that's nice.
I will make money, yes, but later on you find out the work doesn't match with the money that you charged. So for that. So freelance that was my main challenge. So I had to say it was the issue of we grew up not having parents that you see around the business, and so we didn't know those structures they are needed to be in place. So then I learned things by experience most of the time when business. That's when I transited to say, I think I need to now start engaging it in a professional manner. That's when now I learned the power of collaboration. No matter what you do, don't be an island. Try as much as you can to collaborate so that you also grow from it.
Yeah. So on the first times I register, do you still remember how to register in that business?
Yeah, I registered it this way. Went on the website, it's a CPA and everything, and thought I can do it by myself. I get it. Mentality you are doing everything by yourself. Only to learn later on, you need a certified secretariat to register that for you. So I then contacted one of the ladies that I knew. She was a secretary, and she helped me registered everything for me for free. I was just paying the fees. tsa mosipa.
Yeah,
So
Zasipa, yeah.
that is also one of the advantages of working with people. So she helped me because I once helped her.
Yeah, yeah.
So
The power of collaboration,
yeah,
as
power
you're
of
saying.
collaboration.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
she
yeah.
registered it for me. Then I kept on going with freelance, not using the the company. Later on, it had to die, kinda.
Yeah.
So that's when now I left everything, and now where I am now, I'm in collaborations and in partnerships. All the businesses that I'm doing right now, because there's the main one here consulting. It's mainly accounting and advisory services.
What's the name of the business?
It is called Movex
Movex.
Capital Solutions. Yeah.
Ke yone operate
Yeah, ke yone
Okay, the
operator
services ke eng gone mo yone? What are you doing?
services, we do accounting services from bookkeeping to advisory to financial reporting and everything.
Man of God.
Yeah, so because I'm good with numbers, so I felt no, I can do collaboration in this, and I'm a partner there in that business. So it's one of the business that I'm doing on now. And the other one that I'm doing, it is called Matchcom. Matchcom is a IT company that is in a lot of things, but mainly home security, biometric solutions, installation of these things, the Motara and all motor gates and all that, the CCTV cameras and all that. Still, I'm a partner in the business. Yeah. Then we have the other one, which is macro and matrix. That one is specialized in car tracking. Or you can search in Facebook, you'll find it everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, macro and matrix. Yeah. So that one is specifically for car tracking,
For
but
car tracking,
still also IT solutions.
IT solutions. Yeah. No, that's nice. Now also Leon partnership.
Also learning a partnership.
All these two businesses.
Yeah, all these three businesses get partnership, all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it for kanya gone gore now o lemogile gore go dira lo nosi ka ro freelance thata kana you're seeing them inside the business also having the body of the business kana that structure lone o kgona ride on that structure.
Yeah. No, the one year macro and matrix, it was an already established business. So I was called there to say, okay, no, we see your skills, we see your capabilities. Come and partner so that we work together, so that we take it to another level. So yeah, Matricom ke yone e leng gore yone I enacted the idea of how can we enhance sentence dirwa to the next level. Then yeah, Movex Capital Solutions is wholly my idea. Because all I needed was a person who did accounting, and I told them my vision, and we had to do it, and we are doing it now.
That's nice. Yeah. That's nice. So all the business are operating, no?
Yeah, all business are operating.
Okay, no, that's nice. That's nice. Now let's move on this one.
Yeah.
You grew up you are called for business, and wa heletsa o dirile one business ya di-taxi we direla because of the love of passion of business and o heletseng o e tlogela o tsena mo tse dingwe jalo freelance. But now ya go lemoga gore you are called yone how did you go about it? Can maybe take us through that?
That one, remember, even when I was doing all this, it was still in mind or this is where you belong also. So I will do business at the same time to make up for that. So normally we did donation in some way because I said I can't let that area to die. So let me do something on the side. So like the business freelance. So most of the time you'll find us doing this ministry thing part-time. Whereby now we are not doing it on the pulpit, yes. But I was just doing it. I did donation. I remember we did the other one at one
Jesus
point.
Takes the Glory. I remember when you're doing the Muchudi families in Buseja, and then we do all Naledi. I know.
So those were the things that kept me here. Like no, Ghana ministry also needs some sort of compensation since I'm this side. So hella. But then the ministry, I had to get serious, I believe 2-3 years ago, the one that I'm leading now. So it is called Sanctuary of Faith International Ministries, based in Mushudi. Also, we have a branch in Magaburun. So then that's when I was like, okay, No, I think these two can go along because of experience now and growth that I have I acquired. Because in both of this, you need acumen, business acumen and ministry acumen, and then you are good to go.
So the ministry is operating in Muchudian
Era.
in Gaborone.
Era.
So now, how are you able to? Because Ghana, these are your congregation, I think.
Yeah.
and they know. I believe they know where you're doing business.
Yeah, they do.
So now, ga ba tse monyetla wa gore man of God o tla re thusa jalo ka gore ke monna modimo like riding on you gore ba thuse for free services.
I think
Ha nko kopanya dikgwete tseo.
for me, I think I made it a simple policy. I'm a man of God on Sunday, full stop.
Okay.
See me at church on Sunday, that's it. Then Monday to Friday or Saturday, we are doing business. So most of the guys or the people that I met in business, but they know or know when we are doing business, it's business.
Yeah.
For church or whatever, prayers and everything,
Yeah,
let
yeah.
us meet at church on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's it. Because I think more have a strict and a straight police. So as to be effective in all this. Because if you are not effective in the business world, it will eventually die. Now it will affect also the ministry, because remember, some of us, we are supporting the ministries that we are leading. We are not really getting anything to say, yeah, ministry well off. We are doing everything by ourselves to support even the vision of the ministry.
You finance the ministry. Kana ba bantsi ga ba itse gore ka tle ke re batho ke re kana banna ba modimo ba eleng gore they're called maybe le gape e le di entrepreneur. Mostly ba finance, most of them ba finance the ministry. So gore ba tsaya madi ko ministry e le gore ba finance the business tsa bone ba. But it's a good thing, but I like how you bua ya le gone gore you finance the ministry. That's what you're saying. So now I have two questions because we're about to wrap up. I have two questions, but I need you to tell Monana hello ko gae or kere a believer in this earth with business idea. What's the first step to build it God's way? What's that first step to build it God's way? Yes.
No, remember, I want to say something. That's not so offensive to anyone.
Okay.
So this is how it works. You know, you can use Bible verses for prayers and everything, but when it comes to business, those Bible verses, you don't need to have them as a everyday thing. But what is needed is they need to ground you or only a principle. So most of the time re bana ba modimo kana ba ileng gore ke ba setse modimo mora ba senya dilo ka one thing. They think when they get into the business world, now that's where the Bible verses need to be said or declared. No. When you get there, be competent. Have your thing right. Have your acumen right. And have your business capabilities well informed and straight to the point. Let the Bible or let the biblical principles simply lead or guide you and give you wisdom. So most of the time there is no balance in between. Most of the people they focus much on I would rather pray 12 hours than learn about business 1 hour. That way you won't survive in the business world. Let the word of God be just for grounding you and for principle matters. But when you get into the business also, know that there is competence that is needed. I think that should be the first and foremost thing when you are saying I am aspiring to become something. So tshwantseng gore yaanong o se lemoge kana o se o leke go ikgodisa mo go sone gore prayer I'm fine, the word of God I'm fine. When it comes to the business life and when it comes to my dream of the vision that I have, how much do I have in me? Because remember the Bible, to whom much is given, much is also required. Which means when much is required in your prayer life, much is also required even on your business level. So I love vision ya gago ya simolola means the whole world. it means much is required for you to develop yourself to get there. Much what is towards prayer only. Also in the business skills and development, it is needed. Yeah. That.
And how did you go about it?
That.
How was your communication?
Normally, I work with a simple thing. You let's say ga se gantsi ke 'ira dikoloto tse di personal. So le ga ke adima motho madi mo a ele madi a tshwaetseng e seng bo 1,000 a ele madi ala maybe a heta bo 2,000 or something. No, that one we have a contract. Because the money won't be coming from me. The money will be coming from the business. So
that's great.
the most of the time I don't have a lot of issues to deal with them because there is a contract that we will have had. Just to protect myself because I know gompieno ga nka go neela 3,000 then ka moso bo presentera seemo sa go I'm that part of me ya bo man of God is going to listen.
Hey, it becomes like the enemy and the demon is entering you.
True.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
There's this last question I want to ask you, and before we wrap up, what's the biggest mistake you see men of God make when it comes to money and business? What's that big mistake?
Hey, biggest mistake what?
What's the biggest mistake you see men of God make when it comes to money and business?
I think it's an issue of lack of balance. Because both men of God tota bontsi ba e leng gore I have interacted with them. Those people have wisdom, they have everything. Problem comes when it is to balance these two. Because the biggest mistake o re dirang ke yone kga ya teng gore ha o leka go balance, you find gore you are well acquitted when it comes to the word of God, the principles and everything. But when it comes to business, you'll find out the same way you cast demons in church. You cast demons in business. How? Simply because lack of your balancing of these issues. Or church, business. Church, you are saving. Business, profit based.
But I grow into the church is like it.
Yeah.
Kana church is it's a local church. I guess.
Yeah.
So your congregation should support the church to grow.
Yeah.
And how do we a church to grow? And you are a businessman in it. And at the same time, you need funds from these people to build that church, not your business.
Yeah.
So there are things that baruti can get a man of God. They do because money in business.
Yeah,
and then when they go in a pulpit, because them that are listening, that batla go receive and the holiness and that advantage ba heletsa ba etsa ile gore no ba reksetsa the items mo dikereke in terms of merchandise wa kereke a kwa tlo go bua kere the anointing kana there's always a merchandise for church. Gona le dikereke tsena gore di na le diaparo na le dikereke tsena gore di rekisa merchandise for the t-shirt bo ding ka di activities tsa bone. So we find out gore David raise some money to build the church, yes. But now, because you are leading the church, now you find out, hey, madam, bo 00 ba ntsi ano ma account ya kereke ano. Yo heletsa tso mo mandating wa vision, heletsa tsa madi ano gore tla ke tender ka go business nga ha ke le go ga o ketsa be ke then be go a go pala o tlhela gore go tlo tlhalogana gone go gore o harologana jang dilo tse thutse. Yes, that's why ke mistake ba bana ba modimo ba o dira. Yes, go tlo tlhalogana on your side o harologana dilo tse.
With my experience, much of the times you find that we fail to put structures in place and systems. Some things don't need prayer, especially for born men of God. I'm not talking about the congregation. I gather as a born men of God. I tell them, in this issue, you don't need prayer, men of God. Your prayer should be systems in place, because if you have systems in place, let's say for the church, there's no way you are going to let the church do its thing, and you being there, in gore you are also given an opportunity to lead them, but it doesn't mean that when it comes to the financial part, o tseye ditshwetso on your personal level, because you find gore bo man of God problem ya teng gore go helele go nna yalo e le gore o thakathakana le madi a kereke ke yone kga ya gore that indiscipline is coming from the business that he's doing. O kgona go tsaya madi a di-services, let's say gongwe ke business ya kare e re rana ya accounting services and all that. You find gore madi a portion gore gona le a rentals, gona le a I get. But when you have this indiscipline of gore o tsaya rent o thiba ka ha o tsaya ka ha o thiba ka, that indiscipline will eventually flow to the church also. When you're a man of God. So most of the time you find gore that indiscipline ya gore ba hele ba thakathakana le madi it draw from what they are doing out there in their personal lives. Ke business a ranang already on some level of indiscipline. Now it will somehow manifest and also seen at church. So no hela mo go tlhokagala yana ke gore have systems in place that protects you also, and system also that protects the church. Because I get for sure your name is going to be tarnished, and your business eventually gets affected. So rather than praying about it, have systems in place. Those are your prayers and those are your solutions.
Thank you, Mr. Alex, for coming. I just want to know something now, because you're a man of God, you're in business. So what's next in your business from now? What's next in your business from now? I you're partnering with others. What's next?
How should I say? But what I can say or what's next in my business, I'm looking for one thing, and that has been my ambition. I really want to go international.
That's good. That's nice.
And have international investors either in our country or in another country, because my dream has been just working with investors and just doing business and killing it out there. So that is my biggest wish and prayer. So from here, what's next in my business? Yes, it will grow, it will whatever, but my biggest thing I want to be in a position that I call investors either to come invest here, and they now know my stand and say, okay, we see value there. Let us go invest because this person said this. So that is my
you next yourself international.
True.
No, thank you, man of God, for passing by. We'll meet, and then I'm praying that your business ladies do well, and I believe it will go international. Your faith to take it international.
True.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Viewers, please don't forget to subscribe. Faith in Business. Go on the below button, subscribe. Thank you. We'll see you again.